Okay, when you're ghetto for ministry like me, um, you have to do things in a ghetto way. Like my laptop doesn't even hook up to the internet no more. It barely works anymore. But so what I want to do is some of you saw that cross I just built on my van. I had to come up with a way to uniformly, at least, kind of fake it looking good because freehand does it really doesn't look that good. So what I wanted to do was put Melchizedek across my cross. Um, I want to make it look half decent. So anyway, so I got this logo for Melchizedek that I found that I like. Some of you all seen I used it, but how do I fit now these letters, 11 letters across 76 inches uniformly? I used to use a projector, which was easy, so I projected on and uh, that made it easy because I could make it big or small depending on if I made the projector bigger. But I don't have a projector no more. So now what I'm doing is I'm cropping each individual letter. This is getting really ghetto, but I guarantee you when it's done, it'll probably look similar to what I used to do. So see, I know I want the letters at least 4 inches tall. So see, I'm making them bigger with the font I want. Then I'm taking the little thing and measuring it and seeing, I need them about 6 inches wide and 4 inches tall. So I can make this one just a little bigger. Let's see, and this way for me is like ultra ghetto. But the cool thing is that it's still gonna work. Look, like my computer barely even works good. Like it hangs up. Um, so that's about where I want it. And see, with freehand, I can kind of um, uh, modify it while I'm doing it. At least it'll have the same basic shape. And even if I made it like too big as far as the look, I can go with the other paint and kind of carve it back off. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking these papers here and I'm just, tracing around the letter in a pretty close proximity of the look of the font. And I'm not even making a big deal about it. I've realized some people are so perfectionist that they can't even imagine even attempting to do this. And so like that doesn't look perfect, but I'll fix that when I'm doing the freehand. So see right here I got the M, the E, the L, the C. Milk. Some of y'all are still on milk with the faith that outworks the dead part. But see, so what I'm saying is what I'm gonna do then I'm gonna cut each letter out and then I'm gonna like maybe barely tape them on and get them exactly where I want them. Then I'm gonna take like a permanent marker and probably trace around them, maybe fix them a little bit. Then I'm gonna take a firm little brush and some hand paint and just paint it on. And then when people say, "Oh man, it's so tight," it's like, dude, I use what I have. Most people have computer, and you can do it with shirts. I could take this C right here, and I could do the same thing, trace around with a paint pen on my shirt, and then fill it in with fabric paint, cook it on with a hot air dryer or something. I mean, will it last as long as your Walmart shirt that was pressed up with professional equipment? No, but you can always keep doing it. You can just keep filling it in so it looks fresh. And that's what God's showing me is because I used to just spend thousands on, wham, bam, I need this done or whatever. But see, when you're creative and you're doing it, you're on, and then it's like about God and everything. That's time spent sowing, communing with the Spirit. That's creativity, heart, mind, soul, strength. When you have that mandate, heart, mind, soul, strength right there, the commandment, you need to fill up your time doing just that. It's not like, oh, I just assume that I'm in heart, mind, soul, strength mode because I'm doing whatever I want, but I'm calling it heart, mind, soul, strength. No, there needs to be a literal application, applying the commandment. And I feel like I've stumbled on a gold mine of just little creative stuff. And I don't care if anybody bites, the cross ministry or whatever, or, even building the crosses, that's super simple uh, carpentry that doesn't even take nothing. In fact, we discovered recently how to have a bolt through it, so you can just take them apart. Almost anybody could fit those 4x6 beams taken apart alongside of a wall or anywhere in their apartment. And that's why I come to find out too, because I don't have all the storage space I used to have. Even in our van, I can slide it just barely through the side of the door, and it can fit right in between all seats to where my family can still sit in my van, and I can have my full size 10-foot tall cross by 10 by 8 cross in the van taken apart with a bolt right there. Pull it out in 2 minutes, put it together, boom, out witnessing carrying my cross. All this stuff wouldn't have been figured out if I hadn't been stripped down to such a ghetto mode. So, the sad thing is some of the guys I know that have money, they waste a lot of money too, and they don't have the patience to be creative. And so it becomes a lot more waste. And, they think that just the most expensive thing is the best thing, and not so with God. God's looking for us to be creative and resourceful. So, shalom.